Alright, hi guys. It's been a really long time since I've updated, which is sort of a bummer. It's actually kind of a difficult commitment keeping a blog, even a video one where I don't have to write. So, let's see. It's kind of funny, I just rewatched my last video and I was just recovering from being really sick in that video, so I was like kind of sniffly. And what do you know, I'm really sniffly again in this video. I have been healthy since I last posted, and I'm actually not sick now so much as like having a really horrible reaction to some mold that I just discovered growing behind that lovely IKEA masterpiece of a cupboard that is sitting in the corner. So yeah, it's really bad. I've been hacking my lungs up, but I did let my landladies know, so hopefully it will get fixed soon. Anyway, so there's that. Lots of things, of course, always to talk about. As you see, so we just got back from the winter holiday, which was nice. During the first week of the winter holiday, I taught the Stage Intensif de Langue, which are free, intensive, quote-unquote intensive English classes taught in public high schools for motivated students, or supposedly motivated students, and I like that a lot because it's a fun opportunity to to teach. You get to have one group of students for a whole week, and you have total independence about what you do with them, so you can really plan a fun little trajectory. And this time I was lucky because my group was they were actually motivated, so they were cool. They were nice students who mostly wanted to be there. So I planned this. I wanted to be really ambitious and be start getting really creative with your ideas. You're like, all right, this is gonna be like a space colony simulation, and we're all gonna build plan a trip to Mars, or you want to do something like we're gonna talk about a really intense subject like racism or something, and we're gonna plan a gigantic debate about state policies or something. But you can never actually do something quite that ambitious because it's still the vacation, and there's only so much you can get high schoolers to do. But I was really inspired by the lady who I was teaching next door to. In the last day, I brought my students over to her class, and we had our students present to each other, and she had done a really cool job about getting them to speak about about discrimination, issues that youth can get get sort of excited about. So discrimination, and she did discrimination, and then fashion and self-presentation, and traveling and stereotypes. So that was really cool. And I liked mine too. My whole entire theme was imagination versus reality, because I started out the first day with just those stupid imagination versus reality memes that they have that go around the internet sometimes. But I was trying to get them to talk about differences between expectations and what you think, and what your perceptions are, and then what your real lived experience is. And then in the 3 subsequent days, we talked about that with the specific topics of technology, food, and traveling. It was a lot of it was we just played games, but that was the theory, what the idea of the class was. And then the last day I had them prepare skits, and they did some skits and presentations. So I had 3 groups. They were divided into 3 groups, and one did this crazily, totally silly, off the wall skit that was Star Wars fan fiction involving a banana lightsaber. It was great. They had this whole banana theme. It was really creative. The second group just did a straight up presentation about Algeria, and the country of Algeria, and culture and society in Algeria. And the last group did this really weird meta sketch about a guy sitting at a desk trying to write a story and all of his friends proposing ideas to him, and then him like rejecting all of the ideas for the stories. So it was a really good balance of stuff. So that was fun. That was, wow, this might be a really long, okay. I'm already at 5 minutes and I have so much to say. That was the first week of vacation. Second week of vacation, I went up to the Netherlands for a few days to visit my friends. An old colleague of my mother's, Karen, lives there with her family, her husband and her 3 kids, who are awesome. And they have a lovely, beautiful house in the countryside of Netherlands, or in a small village. And I slept in a real bed, which is great because I realized by sleeping in a really nice bed, I realized the extent of the damage that this other IKEA masterpiece of a click-clack, that's what they call futons in French, click-clack, I realized what it's done, that it really is the source of a lot of my back problems. So, yeah, anyway, point is, I had a really nice time in the Netherlands. We got to eat cake because it was one of the kids' birthdays. And then I went all the way down to the south of France to visit my friend Brandon in Montpellier, and I really liked the south of France. I was almost kind of like, what the heck am I doing in Paris? My life is so hard. No, it was not. It was really lovely. Like, Montpellier is just like a really fascinating town, like the way it's built, and I mean, it just has such a different feel than Paris because it's like so much more medieval in a certain sense, in the way the streets are like winding and small little routes, the old towns, but like it's all, really beautiful. A lot of it's really beautifully like restored or preserved. And we traveled a lot. I took a day where I biked myself down to the beach, and I had this really lovely walk along the beach, and and also bicycling, and I felt it was a moment of just feeling really independent again, and just like I had to take a tram all the way there and then a bike all the way there, and it was a little complicated to figure out, but it was great. Then we did a day in Arles, which was a small town, and with a really awesome ancient Roman arena, which is really beautiful. I mean, a lot of history that was so cool, and I loved taking the trains along just in that countryside, the light and the agricultural land, and then we spent a day going from Nîmes, where we went in. There's also an arena there. We went inside that one, saw a lot of the Roman history, climbed up on this big hill to this tower. And then we went to Avignon, and I did a jig on the bridge. My friend Brandon did not, because he's not a dancer. Though, for information, no one ever actually danced on the bridge of Avignon. It was not sur le pont, but in fact sous le pont. So get your French pronunciation right, blokes, folks. Anyway, and then we went to the place where all the popes lived in Avignon. Yeah, there's this place where like popes lived for like 300 years, and kind of forgot about that. They had a very, very nice little castle there. So I reviewed my Roman history, my medieval history as well, and really enjoyed the south of France. And then I kind of like almost came back up to rainy, cold Paris, and started hacking up my lungs because of the mold. But that's okay. Life's doing okay today. I'm currently trying to decide what to do with my life. I haven't talked at all about the elementary school job or the Saturday volunteer job, which I plan to do. I might just go straight ahead and make an extra video after this, but I don't want this whole thing because it's just long. Nobody wants to watch a 15-minute video. That's my holiday summarized. So thanks for watching, kids. Feel free to like and share. Just kidding, don't. Actually, really, like, that would be weird. But anyway, I will get to writing also. Maybe. No, actually, I shouldn't promise. I might not. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe. You'll have to wait and find out. Okay. Bye.